Hey viewers, my name's Kara. I'm your host for Tuesdays here on the Pagan Perspective, and this week we're talking about what a typical day looks like for us these days. So a typical day for me starts in the afternoon because I've had insomnia for at least the past couple of years, so my sleep schedule is quite a bit different than everyone else's. I sleep in as often as I can to make up for it, and I forgot my slippers. 1 second. Okay, there we go. So there aren't a lot of things that I do every single day. As many of you know, I talk about the fact that I don't really have a daily practice. However, since we've been in isolation mode, I have been developing a daily practice. So, what I'm doing here is not something that I do every single day, but it's something that I'm trying to do more often. So usually when I do these little things, this is energy work, what I'm doing right now. Basically, it looks silly. I know. When I do these things, it tends to be as soon as I wake up before I head downstairs. So I wake up, I use the restroom, I do my thing, I come back, I make the bed, and then I do my whatever practice I'm doing that day. Sometimes I forget to do it. Sometimes I'm still too tired to do it. But today I did it. Yay! Then I go downstairs to see what's up with the rest of the household. Since some of you know our cat passed away last month, that means coming down to see what the pupper is up to, usually hanging out with my partner, and they're playing games and hanging out. Then I go make tea. I make tea pretty much every day, although not necessarily every single day. While I'm waiting for that to boil, I might go and see how cold it is out on the porch to see if I want to hang out there that day. And then go back in and pour my tea. This is a loose leaf blend that I have today. Ooh, fancy. There we go. Otherwise, I'm usually in here, but I left everything on the table from last night, so I'm just gonna get that real quick. Oh, lovely. Okay, here we go. Now, move this over here. Oh, of course. Put that there. Now, stay. Okay, so got my little table, my mini laptop. Sometimes I work here. I've been reading Wicca for Beginners by Thea Sabin with Thorn Mooney's book club. That's what I was working on last night when I left everything there. But I'm also reading Triumph of the Moon and Spiral Dance and a bunch of other stuff, which is why I actually made myself a reading progress chart, because I'm a nerd. Yep, but you all knew that. All right, so everything now is a little more organized and put away. The curtains are drawn, so there's a little more natural light, and the tea is ready, so we get to have that now. Yay! Yeah, this is a little loose leaf tea blend that I made. It's got chamomile and lavender and culinary sage, like common sage, garden sage in it, and I sweetened it with a little bit of agave. So if it's warm enough out on the porch, I like to read out here. I like the natural light. I record videos out here sometimes. So lately I've been trying to make my way through Triumph of the Moon. So that's typically the thing that I'm sitting out here reading. It helps me focus more, except when our neighbors are blasting music and being really, really loud outside that window to the right side of the screen. Yeah, makes it difficult. Other times I sit inside and do my work. I might be journaling or writing things down from one of the many books that I'm reading, sometimes coloring, drawing diagrams in my notebooks. One thing that I've been doing during quarantine that I don't usually do is I'm actually using a fancy notebook for one of the things I'm working through that I never usually use, so I figured it's a good time. And then I've also been remembering that I have a mini laptop that I can use sometimes because my partner and I share the big computer, so if I'm not using that, sometimes I'm using the little one, and the living room is kind of my base of operations for the most part. Then we like to have lunch, dinner, whatever, and hangout time in the office. So my partner's playing games. We play games and stream together a lot of the time. Ooh, pretty colors. I'm getting ready to edit this video. A little meta. Editing software up. Most of the time I spend on the big computer is editing videos. And I do other things sometimes, like I might crochet, or I might be working on some tarot readings that day, or studying some other thing. But for the most part, every single day, I hang out with my partner, we play games, or we stream. We're watching Scrubs right now. We watched all of Star Trek. So yeah, that's my typical day these days. And then probably at like 4 or 5 a.m., I go back up these stairs and go to bed or try to sleep. And that's my day. So thank you very much for watching and or listening to this video. I'd love to hear what your typical days have been like and if they're very different than your usual typical day, if you've got a new normal, or if it's pretty similar to your always normal. This is pretty similar to my always normal, but a little bit different because my partner's home with me. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you next time. Until then, don't forget to be awesome, blessed be, and goodbye.